Hello. Um, Let me set this thing well. Hello. I hope everything is streaming correctly. Let me check if the streaming is working well. Um, Let me see. Check. Um, can you see me? I think it's not working well. What is going on? It's not showing. 1 minute. So let me see. I think it's not working well. Let me see if my video will come out. No. Oh boy. What is this one? It's only two apps here. Is this thing not working? Okay. I can see now it's working. So, my people, good day. Welcome to today's program. Good afternoon. Sorry, I'm 15 minutes late. Sorry for that. As most of us can see, I have been fighting to make sure that I fix this thing so that it will be working well. I choose the wrong app. That's why. So now, most of you may join the meeting. You see the what I published there. If you would like to join, it's Zoom. You see the meeting ID. You see the password there is Germany 1. The Zoom meeting number is there. Just go to Zoom. You join. Or I may also share the link. For those that don't know how to go to Zoom, you just click on the link and it will demand for the password. You will now enter the password and you are in. So just give me 1 minute, let me share the link. That's 1 minute, I'm coming. So this is the link, invitation link. So this is If you would like to join, I believe everything you need is here. You will see join our Cloud HD meeting. You see it here. If you click here, it will open and demand that you add the password. The password is Germany 1. So you may join the meeting. So without wasting most of your time, my people, welcome once again. I am back again. Now, today's topic is all about party to a conflict. Because as this war is raging on now, a lot of Western world, a lot of countries in Western world are pushing for another narrative, another phase of this conflict. More especially England and I think Czech government don't want this war to end. They want the war to keep on raging. They want the war to keep on going, you know. They want the war to keep on going, and it's not possible because sorry, I received call and I've been distracted. I just off the call. So this war may go out of control because the way these people are putting things now, I was also saying that man, who is disturbing me here now with calls and everything? I don't know. So I said that World War III may break out because the Second World War, the First World War started like something like Ukraine. You know, it got something to do with Austria. Now, a lot of European countries are pushing for something different to come out of this war. So that's why I come back online to ask you, whom can you point or identify as a party to a war? Is it the country that are fighting with the other side that they are defending, or the other countries that are selling weapons to those countries that are fighting war? Are they party to the war? I don't think so. Because if a country is fighting a war, he may be importing weapons to keep on fighting that war. And like in Ukrainian affairs, in Ukraine affairs, I don't think we may call it supplying of arms like Ukraine is ordering weapons. But another country that I notice that have whitewashed what they are doing in Ukraine is United States of America. Why did I say that US have whitewashed what they are doing in Ukraine? You know, America advised all NATO countries. They advised NATO countries not to participate, that this war is not NATO war. You know, America started pushing weapons to Ukraine. Everybody knows that. A lot of politicians went to Ukraine. They said that we must win this war with the last blood of Ukrainians. A lot of statements were made. But America realized that this war may get out of control. America now activate what they call Land Lease Act. And this Land Lease Act, they use it during Second World War to supply weapons to Soviet Union, to supply weapons to United Kingdom, which United Kingdom just paid off their bill that they accumulated during that Second World War. They just finished it, you know, paying for those weapons. And another war is raging. Now, America passed this bill trying to tell the Russians, we are not party to this war, but Ukraine may be ordering weapons from our military industrial complex, and they will build those weapons and deliver it to Ukraine. It then means Ukraine is going to the supermarket, choosing what they want, ordering for it, and the people that are selling are delivering those weapons. But the people that are making mistakes is the West. Because the West, the German, Britain, Netherlands, Poland, all these petit, Latvia, Bulgaria, Romania, are pushing for weapons to be pushed to Ukraine, Ukrainian soldiers to be trained to defeat, even conquer Moscow. It's a two different world. On this issue now, America is out. Because America has made it public, we are here to make money. We are not here to be party to this war, you know? But most of the Western nations are not following the footsteps of America to understand the game US is playing. United States will activate you using corny way, and before your eyes, US will pull out. You know? What is your name? Chinyu, whatever, or that one. Good afternoon. So, now, what I'm about to tell you is that even though the former chief of German spy has come out and made it clear that world war to break out is under months, because Americans are no longer breaking the law by being indirect partner to Ukrainian war. They have pulled their hand, washed their hand by presenting to international community, we have passed Land Lease Act that Ukraine may purchase weapons from us, so that, like, we want to make money from this war that is going on. It's an opportunity for America to make money. That is what America is selling out to the world. But the West are presenting themselves, maybe because of these politicians are young and they are new into this game. They don't know how to use diplomatic words, how to do things in a diplomatic form. They are going all in. What this man is saying is that all the promises that German and other Western world are promising Ukraine, if they start delivering those weapons, they are now making themselves party to Ukrainian war, meaning Russia possess every right to strike German military industrial complex in Europe, because they are now direct party to the war. They are not making money. They are not selling weapons, cashing out from Ukraine. What they are doing is they are prolonging the war, training the soldiers, treating the wounded ones, getting directly involved, supporting them financially, militarily, in every angle. And if Russia is not subduing Ukraine the way they want, they may try to subdue them via third parties, that is, striking Europe. Many may say that Russia is one, Europe's are plenty. For us not to make mistakes, like the West underrated Russia, thinking that the Russian economy was very small, that they can easily match and destroy. They place all the sanctions for the first time in life history, that West are eating the cake they baked for their enemy. Like what I mean is that the sanction they are giving to Russia is not hitting Russia, rather hitting the West. To tell you, an ant can't declare war on an elephant. Russian economy is far advanced and decentralized from what the West thought that is centralized economy. I'm coming to give you people small expo. All of you remember that the West come to media and tell us that they seize Russian assets, that they seize Russian central bank cash, $300 billion. We all heard about $300 billion, even though tomorrow they are still talking about it. And as they said this, that they have seized $300 billion of Russian wealth that are hanging around Europe, blah, 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 blah. Everybody shaked. Everybody shaked. Even me, I said, how can Russia know that these people will do this and they go to war? 300 billion is not 300 million. But, my people, in reality, what the West seized, maybe the politicians don't know what, these people governing Europe today, I'm asking, where did they come from? Who are they? Don't they know how the system works? Yesterday, it was revealed that Russian assets that was seized within Europe is lesser than $80 billion. 80, not 300 billion. It's lesser than 80. And Russia knew and just allowed them to use their media to molest themselves. It is now that Swiss are saying how much they seized. It's not what they mentioned. This is all propaganda they thought. When they say it, that the market will shake and Russia will collapse. And to see how silly they are in other side of it. You want to sanction Russia. You want to destroy Russian economy. You first of all banned Russia from SWIFT. It then means all the whole Western and investors' money in Russia, there is no longer room for that money to fly back to Western countries. They miscalculated everything. They took wrong steps. They shoot themselves on the foot. Why? Because everybody is rushing to be the first that will punish Russia. They blocked Russian banks from using SWIFT. And the Western companies, all of them that pull out of Russia, their cash is there. All of their money is there because they can't move that money. America blocked them. Europe blocked everything. We have kicked Russia out of SWIFT. The countries pull out. Only the managers and the pull out. The money and their workers and every other thing remain in Russia. Yes. What a wonderful nation. But my question on this program now is this. If Russia strike, let's say Poland, that is directly getting involved in Ukrainian war, if that war starts going wrong, or if US said that I'm not going to help Poland because we warn them that NATO is not part of this war, and they keep on pushing further, will you blame America and say that why didn't America come for the rescue of a NATO nation? Or will you say that America got it right by warning them from the beginning that this war is not our war? And all of them thought that because they are NATO member, Article 5 will protect all. And remember that Turkey tried to activate Article 3 in Syria and was rejected. Why? Because they say that Turkish territory is not under threat. Turkey is going to invade an outside country, like going to invade Syria and activating Article 3 for protection. They said no. That is not how NATO works. Guten Tag, Bruder Namde. You get me? So, if they will be able to treat Turkey this way, is Poland not overplaying their hands? both Romania that are trying to go through Moldova to support Ukraine. And you may say that they are larger because they are countries. If you place those countries inside Russia, they are like states. You know? So if you would like to add something, the room is open. As I said before, come in and support. You get? So, sorry, somebody is sending something. Come in and support. Air your view. What do you think? Should Russia attack all the whole people that are attacking them without declaring war on Russia through Ukraine? Is it their right to do it? Or they should remain where they are and continue what they are doing, the way they are doing it? What do you think? What is your take on that? You get me? So that's why I set up this Zoom, so that most of you that normally type, you may come in, join, and air your own view. Because this war, if it breaks out, it will touch you. But if you come in and air your own view, let the world know your stand, then most of them will withdraw. A lot of things won't happen. And another thing, a brother writes something about Bakassi Peninsula. About Bakassi Peninsula. First of all, before I will discuss Bakassi Peninsula, I will also touch to the Nigerian Constitution. All the politicians, both Obasanjo, committed treason. Committed treason. Sorry, please, let me respond to this call. Obasanjo and all the whole senators in Nigeria by that time committed treasonable felony. Why? Because sorry, let me just keep this thing, it's distracting me. Why? Because the Nigerian Constitution says that these guys are obliged to defend the territories of Nigeria. No country in the world has ever handed out their country, part of their country, to any country, no matter the case. If you look at the Syrian and Israel issues, if you look at Palestine and Israel, if you look at Jordan and Israel, all those border disputes, till today, no Israeli politician will stand firm to hand that thing or sign it. He will die in prison. The same law exists in Nigeria. But due to Obasanjo by that time was dreaming to break the Nigerian Constitution to go for third term, he used that thing to please the Western world, not to interfere in him getting into third term. Yes. The lawyers that went to defend Bakassi case went to court without any documents. Without no document to defend or prove what, no documents. Cameroonians came with every evidence on planet. Nigerian lawyers came with empty hand, like this, even though pen they not carry, to defend Bakassi Peninsula in court. And they were molested from that day. Even if the court of Hague or whatever rule, whatever they rule, Nigeria possess the right to say it's against the Constitution of the Federation. It's not in my power to do what? To change things by blocking what the International Court judged. Look at South China Sea. International Maritime whatever has judged that most of the territories belong to the nearby countries. China insists and stay there. That is how it works. Bakassi, first of all, the first people that break Nigerian constitution is Britain, allowing the Southern Cameroon to go into referendum to join Cameroon during the time of ACAC or whatever they call themselves. There, everything, the house of cards start falling. And they are doing all these things to reduce the population of the South. That is game. And as they are doing it, they are allowing the northern part of Cameroon to join the North to expand the landmass of the North. All these things is game. It's game. So any president in Nigeria that is a patriotic Nigerian has every right to send soldiers in that territory to regain that territory from Cameroon. Nothing will happen. My brother said that they created problem around the Biafran and Nigerian. You know, Eastern region, let me call East, that fought war against Nigeria. You guys thought that the war is over. You guys are relaxing too much. The war has never ended. The war has never, ever ended. If you go to East now, I was on call with one brother from Calabar. We were talking. He said he tried to discuss with his people back home about the Biafran issue. The question they asked him is that, do he want Igbo man to rule them? Wonderful question. Asking your brother, do you want Igbo people to rule us? And I said to him, all the southern people, eastern area, both to Calabar, River State, you are not Igbo because you think that you are not speaking my tongue, right? Good. Take your blood sample. Bring any Igbo man, take his blood sample. Go and take Hausa man blood sample. Take Yoruba man blood sample. Go to laboratory. There is lab everywhere in Nigeria. Check the DNA. Trace the one that is shows brotherhood or relative or whatever. Then you know where you belong. We all are cousins. We all are one. There is a reason why Nigeria deleted history from schools. to keep you people in perpetual non-entity. Do you want Igbo man to rule us? A question. Who is Igbo man? Today, election is coming. Money bags knows themselves. They are organizing rally within themselves. Sharing money. Only money. They are sharing money. We can use money to kick P2B out of PDP. But all those people coming out to contest that are not Igbo, go and watch their videos. How many of them, maybe after they watch this video, they may try to change their tongue, but you have to know that they never mean it. From beginning, it's only one person among all the whole people coming out to contest is mentioning production, manufacturing. Igbo man believe in manufacturing, producing. Others are pointing to herdsmen. Others are pointing to Boko Haram. Others are pointing to rubbish. But all the problem we are facing in Nigeria started from one thing: unemployment, poverty. And how can you eradicate poverty? Eradicate unemployment. If you come in Nigeria, the guy also made me to understand that he's into Almaco. I believe Almaco, this Almaco, I don't know. That he will leave Uyo, he will leave Calabar to Aba or Anambra State to buy the parts of things he need. And when he's traveling out, he slept in one of the biggest hotels in Sokoto. That the owner is Igbo man. If you look into Nigeria, if Igbo man cease to operate, all of you will die in hunger. The money you are eating, is Igbo man's money. It's not federal government money. The money that is circulating the entire Nigeria is Igbo people's money. You may doubt me that you have account, you have money in it. Every bank run their business from the money that Igbo people are depositing per day after business. That's why you don't easily see new currency circulating in Nigeria, because it's business money that they are giving back to you. A businessman will finish his business today, he made 5 million naira, he will take that dirty 5 million, you know that is dirty, to the bank. And what will be moving around Nigeria is dirty money. The big shots are moving with clean cash because they order for it. But a businessman never order for big, good, neat money. 95.9% money circulating in Nigeria carry corona. They have tuberculosis. They have every types of disease. Because the money need to be born. New one need to be replaced. If you go to Lagos, 80 to 90% of business people, everything business, I mean for buying and selling, bank owners, newspaper companies, importation, hospitals, a different manufacturing company, recycling company, a lot of things, hotels belongs to the Igbo people. The only thing Igbo man is not doing is rebuilding road. But every other infrastructure, Igbo people are in it. If you go to the north, inside village, The only drug position you will find where you will go and get paracetamol is Igbo man. The only place you can go and get machine pass to change your name is Igbo man. The only place you will go and get your motor pass to change your vehicle is Igbo man. And the money he's making, he's not transferring that money to Igbo land. If he make too much, he will buy land from the indigenous people. After buying land from the people, he will start developing that village. Before you know it, the 3 boys that are serving him are from Igbo land. He will settle them. And they will open shops around. And they will start doing well. And they will go to Igbo land and bring more Igbos that will serve them. Before 10, 15 years, that place have turned to something else. Am I lying? But Igbo man should not rule Nigeria. If you come to East Igbo land, nothing is happening. How many Calabar people are doing business in Eastern region? Not in their own state, in Igbo land. How many of them own properties in any part of Igbo land? None. River State that sees the properties of their cousins. Their cousins are back now, bought those properties back from them and build more and develop rivers more. How many River State man own property in the mainland? None. Go to Lagos, Yoruba land. I can remember when I was this small, we have our people that are farmers in Yoruba land. They will come home, they will pick boys, they will go. You know, they are into farming in Yoruba land. A lot of them are into business in Yoruba land. How many of the Yorubas are in Igbo land doing the same? One Nigeria. None. Peter Obi said when he was governor, all the police chiefs that serve with him are Northerners. And he asked El-Rufai that want to challenge him, since you have been in power, how many of your police chiefs are Igbo men? The question I will even direct to all the whole Nigerians. How many of your police chiefs are Igbo people? None. You prefer Yoruba man, Hausa, both in Igbo land. Yes. Who is a Nigerian? Is my question. Who is a Nigerian? Is it the Fulanis? Is it Hausa? Is it Yoruba? Or is it so-called South that I have never seen in any geographic whatever? If you ask me, the real Nigerian is Igbo man. The people that the investment they created caused Biafran war. Most of you, a lot of news is flying around. The reason why Biafran war breaks out, because a coup happened. This man killed Hausa man, and Hausa people came back and killed Igbo man, and the killing, Igbo, this one. No. It's part of it, though. But the main thing that brought in hatred, that brought in tribalism, is not coup plotting. It was the development of Eastern region. And that development wasn't developed by the British or Nigeria. British developed Northern Nigeria, developed their market. British developed Lagos State, developed Yoruba's market. Yes. And they left Igbo to become poor and farmers. By that time, Nigerians as a whole, I mean the Hausa and Yoruba, address Eastern region as backward people. By that time, the Yorubas, we are mingling with the whites and going to school. Igbo man, we are looking the one this, looking the Igbo, like, what do they want? Yes. It is the father of Ojukwu and his colleagues. Ojukwu's father, you know that he's rich. By that time, he's already a billionaire. At the age of 20-something years old, not at the age of 40, 50, they have made their billions. They meet their colleagues in New York. Igbo people living in New York by then. They say, look, Lagos is developing. North is developing. Look at the South. Our people are producing granite and palm oil. Is it with this thing we are going to grow in Nigeria? They said that they called for a summit in New York. There the Igbo businessmen and the ones in school, the ones working in US and America, drafted how they would develop the East. Not only drafting it as two of us or all of us are here talking always without implementation. These men brought in white people that invested in those ideas with their own wealth. Do you know that it's Igbo man that developed the oil well of the River State? They will never tell you this. It is the Igbos, because when the British were ruling Nigeria, the only oil well in Nigeria is one. One oil well. Not two, not three, not four. It is Igbo people that developed oil well of the rivers. It is the Ojukwu's fathers that brought in spare parts manufacturing to Anambra. It is the Ojukwu father that brought in the company that manufactured electrical cable. I don't know whether it's River State or which state that they moved that manufacturing. They created a lot of their Igbo people don't bring importation. No. These men brought in development manufacturing. And British was watching, looking, believing that it will collapse. They said that within the space of 8 months, the Igbo economy is challenging the British economy in international market. Igbos are exporting every damn shit. Refineries was built in River State by the money of these people I'm talking of and their investors. The entire East was manufacturing and exporting outside. They are exporting from Calabar, from Rivers, from Lagos, every corner, exporting the entire Africa and to the West. From that day, Britain started working against the Igbo's interests. They started engineering, manufacturing hatred of the Igbo man. Tribalism was introduced, poking the North to start hating the East, that they were working together before. It is the British that brought in this division, hatred. Ask Hausa man, what did Igbo man did to you that made you to hate him? Ask Yoruba, there has no reason. Nothing. It was planted. They started building this hatred in them, building this hatred until they started killing each other. And British also know that whenever two brothers fought a war and share blood, they can never ever on this planet come together as one. Now ask, will Nigeria ever see itself as a one country? They may forge ahead the way Europeans are forging ahead, claiming that they have forgotten their past, but hating themselves to the Stone Age behind the scene. But in cameras, They are like, we are indivisible. We are stronger than before. We are wonderful. Russia must fall. But behind, they are calling Russia, deal with them. They hate themselves. That is how Nigeria may be. But the brother that I spoke with said that, do I think that Nigeria may repair itself? In the sense that things start going differently from the way it is today. And I said, all these things that is going on today, under how many years did everything change? 7 years or 6 years and I don't know how many, 2023, right? Under 7 years. Buhari destroyed everything. Everything. Now they have passed law. You know, Nnamdi Kanu says that they want to Islamize Nigeria. They say that is a lie. The law that was passed now, delegates. Who are the delegates now? Where are they coming from? How many Igbo people are there? Security Council of the Federation is all Fulani. Undiluted, all Fulani. That means if they want to discuss about the safety of Nigeria, no other tribe will know what they discussed. Only the Fulanis are now discussing your fate. Do you know that Central Africa, that is now at war, what Buhari is doing now is what Fulani man did to that place that later burst to war? The whole world thought that today Nigeria would be at war, but we are still managing ourselves. The only person that can repair Nigeria, that will make all of us to travel to Nigeria and feel happy in that country, is Peter Obi. For now, no other person. Even though Goodluck Jonathan can do it. Because Jonathan is grandson of a slave. Yes, his father, his name is Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. You know, Ebele is not his son name. His son name is Goodluck. You can identify slaves via their names. My own is Korea, son of the soil. Yes, Korea Mariam. And there are thousands of Koreos. There are Okoros. They are son of the soil. But all that their native name is English were exported and imported indigenous people. By their fruit, we shall know them. And whenever a child of a slave tried to rule over the children of the masters, he ruled with respect. You get me? The only person that will rule Nigeria as a Nigerian is Peter Obi. Without looking nobody's face, without caring whom you are, from where you are coming from. And Peter Obi got to give position according to merit. It's not according to tribe or according to who know who. Merit. Whatever you hold, you merit holding it. And these cabals, they don't want it at all. If you check, they squeeze him out of APC. Do you know that EFCC have went after him, questioning him? Yes. Asking him some of his properties if he can bring evidence that he owns them. I thought that EFCC has never ever even investigated all the whole leaders, even though the central bank governors present and past. They can't even hold Buhari's family that under 6 months the wife is the one of the richest women on Nigeria in the world. Who cares? Using various instruments to intimidate. So the question we should be asking is, who is ready and willing to repair Nigeria? And the reason why they are afraid of Peter Obi Because Peter Obi may push for that constitution to be abolished, a better something to be implemented. And it is through the constitution that Nigeria is being rotten like this. If I will become one of the advisors to Peter Obi, I will also advise him to lobby so that Nigeria will switch from presidential to prime minister. Because you can never repair Nigeria under 8 years. You need more years. Not that if Nigerians love you to continue, the terms and conditions of presidency will squeeze you out of that post. We don't need it. The only people that run such a thing are advanced people like United States that has developed, don't need any other thing. They only need that. Other systems are taking care of their affairs. But Nigeria is still virgin. For us to develop ourselves, we need to get out of presidency. And Nigeria, with their vast resources, for us to survive, we must practice socialism. That is, refined communist system of government. You may ask me why. I'm reading what somebody wrote, so don't worry. Let me just see what he's writing. The cabals, how many are they? The cabals would like to buy your vote with money. And if you reject that money and choose Peter Obi, how can the cabals win? I'm asking Samson that jotted something down. So the reason why I said, due to our vast resources, any country that has vast resources, like Nigeria, you don't need the democracy of the West. You don't need it, because everything the West is giving you is for them to be in control of you. Not for you to be in control of yourself, not for you to move your people and your nation forward. You know? Let me see something, just hold on. Okay. So let me leave it this way. In case if somebody want to join, I will be able to see him. So everything the West is doing or giving you as a system is against you, is against your people, is against your culture, is against everything black race. Nigeria has vast resources, not only gas and oil. There are other mining resources, solid resources that the world need that Nigeria has. So that's why we must switch to communism. I mean refined one. And somebody says that running communism or social system will make people lazy, in the sense that people will not like to work and this. No, it's not true. It's not true. Everything has how to handle it. Everybody will be working and the system will be perfect. Now, the reason why I am choosing communist over democracy is because you have tested democracy. You have seen how democracy works. Everything that is happening in Nigeria is how democracy works, 100%. Where American big companies will own every resources in your country. That is democracy. They will tell you to open your market for the Western companies to participate. If you refuse, they must force you to open it because you are practicing democracy. Yes, that is how it works. In democracy, big entities, big companies write the foreign policy of the country. Big companies can choose your senators, House of Reps, sponsor them into power, even though you are president, making them untouchable while they operate with impunity in your country. That is democracy. That is fully definition of democracy. Where the West will win, the indigenous people will be crying. That is democracy. But the communist system of government will build barrier between the people and the companies, because the government is the people. You get me? Government is the people. And when government, like if you come to China, if you come to Russia, American companies can decide how Russia and China government runs. If you dare do it, they will penalize you. You may end up in prison. In the sense that companies will use the resources the government provides for them to operate, while government is independent of any company, both indigenous one and imported ones. Yes. So if we are practicing a system that will give Nigeria or Nigerians the power to own their resources, the power to process our resources and sell the refined product to whosoever that need it. You may be selling crude, but you also refine your crude for yourself. And if somebody need any component like diesel or kerosene or whatever, you will still sell it to them. But look at democratic Nigeria. Nigeria is not allowed to refine their own resources to fill the needs of the people, because those products never belongs to us now. We only receive percentage. Yeah. We only receive percentage from big companies. While if you go to Russia, if you go to Chinese, you don't give them no percent. You buy from them at their own price, and with their any currency that they demand is what you will use to buy it. No excuse. So now, people crying in Nigeria, do you think that it's only your government that is holding you back? When I said it's the system, how come that Abdul Salami Abubakar abolished all other constitution that we have and write this with the people? Who helped him? Who gave him this idea? That both the ones in government, the Nigerian government as a whole, and the foreign entities, all of them are plundering Nigerian wealth as if there will be no tomorrow. That is what they wanted to do to Iran. When the Americans and Britain came and installed emir, that's king, that will rule over the whole Iran, that will give them the room to steal everything. They put the man in power. Britain and America start controlling the entire wealth of Iran. And the Iranian people, we are living like me and you. Before the revolution starts, somebody like Nnamdi Kanu now start gathering. Nnamdi Kanu was preaching for division, but the Iranian own, they were gathering their people to take over their nation and made it their own. And as they also understand that even though you do revolution, if you make any mistake, the same people will come back and hijack the government. they created what they call Revolutionary Guard. And that Revolutionary Guard is not under the president or not under the government. They are independent body, decentralized military that is watching over the system. If the system want to go astray, they will beat them back to line. Yes. Egypt, revolution took part in Egypt. They miscalculated everything, and the people now came back and seized the government back and now fortify themselves where revolution can't even do anything again. So Nigeria, you need more. You need more than you think. So if you vote Peter Obi, before we vote Peter Obi, we need to talk to Peter Obi. We would like Peter Obi to create a Zoom meeting like this where people will come in and argue with him which way we should go. And I'm demanding that all Nigerians should back Peter Obi. Let the cabals back whosoever they like. Are we not the people that are going to vote? If they give you money, collect that money and vote for a better tomorrow. Whatever they give to you, even though they ask you to swear, the money belongs to you. That spirit won't even kill you. That spirit won't even hold you accountable, because that money is stolen wealth that belongs to you and other Nigerians. You have every right to collect it, swear for them, and eat the money. Nothing will happen. So, my people, that's all I have for you. I have other events. Somebody invited me. I have to attend the event. I will say, let's leave it here today. Let's call it a day. Thank you for joining my program. But I feel disappointed that nobody joined the Zoom meeting to air his own view. It's not normal. It will be more better if Nigerians start discussing, talking directly. Don't hide your face, because nobody will fight your war. You won't sit down and fold your arms and thinking that your problem will one day evaporate on its own. If you fail to make move, nothing will happen in your life. It is only you that will fight your war. Nobody will fight your war. Nobody will take care of your family except you. Unless if you want your wife to get a boyfriend, then the boyfriend may, at his own will, feed you. But if you want your house to be intact, you must take over and be the president and the governor, commander-in-chief. So relaxing, folding your arms and allowing somebody else always give you the way out is not the best way to follow. Be part of the making. Let the history also carry you along. Tomorrow you will say that we are among the people that criticize the bad system until they get it corrected. So that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. Remain blessed, and bye-bye for now.